So, what led up to you wanting to hurt your friend?
Well, there was a few things, three that particularly stand out, and this was somebody who I had known since I was 5 years old. We played sports together. We've been in contact with each other our whole lives, and somebody I trusted, and someone who was a very close friend. But we had disagreements before, but we never, it never come to throwing blows at each other or anything. And because I was, he knew something was off about me, but someone's always off about me, so it might not have been that strange. So the first incident, there were a couple little ones, but I'm going to just talk about these three in particular. The first one, he lived upstairs, I lived downstairs. So I'm downstairs now. He had lost money in his truck, and he like $100 or something, and he thought it went down into this little area. He asked me to look. I looked. I couldn't find it, and so he didn't know what happened to it. So somehow, with this paranoia I got, I'm downstairs, and I've just the rafters and then the little drop ceiling, and you can't, if I'm talking at normal levels, you can't hear anything. If he had his TV on loud, you can't hear what they're saying, but you can tell the TV is on. So it wasn't. But for some reason, I thought me and him are having a conversation, and I'm barely talking even like normal level, and I'm walking around and I'm working down there. I was painting something or doing something, and we're having a conversation, and I'm thinking, this isn't possible, but we're having this conversation and we're talking, and the conversation led into him now being accusatory, saying that I took the money. I'm like, what are you talking about? Now I'm getting mad. And it's getting heated, the conversation. And I'm thinking, well, why do you think so then I make a statement to him. I'm like, you know what? We'll go, I'll take a lie detector test. And when I pass, you pay for the lie detector test. And he's all for it, and I'm like, man, but I'm still thinking, like, I know that, logically, this conversation can't be happening. You can't talk through floors and hear each other. But it's so clear and so, like, the topic, I'm like, maybe my hearing's amazing. I don't know. And I'm like, so now I'm wrestling with the fact that maybe this isn't possible. Maybe I'm crazy, man. Let me go upstairs and take the temperature of what's going on. So the bathroom was upstairs. There was only one bathroom, so I had to go up there. So he's in the living room watching TV, and you don't my whole life, you don't always acknowledge every time you see each other, but in my mind, I'm up there to check to see, is there tension between us? Because if there is, then I know we had that conversation. I go into the bathroom. He can't even see me, but he can hear me. I come out of the bathroom. He never says a word to me. Now, for me, that just verified. He's pissed. We did have that conversation. I don't know how it happened, but we had it. And now I'm like, I'm seething. Because now I'm pissed that he even is accusing me of that, So the conversation now escalates. We continue it. So now I'm like, now he convinces me, and now I'm listening to him. Now he's telling me he's outside my door, up the steps. He says he's got a pipe in his hand, telling me to come out my door. And I'm thinking, this is unbelievable. So I grab a knife, and I go over, and I'm kind of like, what the hell's going on here? And I open my door really fast, expecting to see him, and of course, nobody's there. And I'm like, shit, you're crazy, man. I'm thinking, I'm going back and forth between I'm crazy, I got supersonic hearing, something, I can't figure it out. I'm confused. So he comes downstairs later, because he had to come downstairs for laundry. I don't remember what he was doing, but he's talking to me normal. And I'm like, now I'm really more confused. I'm like, dude, can I ask you a question? He's like, what? I go, did we just have a conversation a little while ago through the floor? He's like, what? I go, I know this sounds crazy, but I was talking to you and you were talking to me through the floor. He's like, dude, no, what are you talking about? Like, he's like, man, you better lay down. And I mean, like, I was scared at that moment, because I was like, that was now confirmation for me, like, you're crazy. And I was literally like, I mean, I wasn't in tears, but I was close because I was like, that's a scary feeling when I felt like I just got confirmation, like, you're nuts. But I would soon be talked out of that later by the voices. But at that time, I remember, man, I did lay down and I was like, almost shit. I couldn't figure it out. Like, what's going on? Am I cracking up? And I had a dog, man. A dog came over to lay down with me. I was like, I never wanted to. I was like, man, just stay near me, buddy. I didn't want him going nowhere because I was confused. And that was one of the, you know, and he was, you know, he's like, dude, we're friends our whole lives, man. I wouldn't, because I told him the whole thing. I said, you said to me you were outside the door with a pipe in your hand. He's like, dude, I would never do that. What are you, dude? I'm your friend, man. There's something wrong with you, man. I would help you. And I'm like, you are my friend. All right, yeah, all right, yes. Why didn't I know that? Why am I thinking this stuff? And I went to sleep again. And that was a crazy night.